there anybody in here that know that God is able? Can you touch your neighbor and say neighbor, say neighbor?
Family, listen, you guys are so amazing. This is another episode of A Kid's Perspective. This is going to be one iconic interview that's going to bless your life. I have a very special guest. His name is Antonio Tucker. He's a preacher and a singer. Been preaching since 3 years old. Watch this. This is going to be one interview that's going to change your whole perspective and maybe get you a closer relationship with God. Antonio Tucker. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, share, and comment. Let's go along with the ride. You are amazing.
Okay, so my name is Antonio Tucker. I'm 12 years old. I was born December 12, 2007. My birthday was Thursday, so I had
What? How old you turn?
I turned 12.
12 years old. I love it. What do you like to do? Outside of preaching and singing, what do you like to do?
I like to play games, and I like to play with my family and go out to eat.
There we go. What's your favorite place to go?
I like to go to crustaceans.
Really? What you like to order?
I like to order the crab legs and the shrimp.
I love you. Got an expensive taste. I love it. Before you preach.
I prepare myself by reading the Bible, studying, and fasting, and I meditate and everything. And then I'll go watch some videos of like my favorite preacher.
Who's your favorite preacher?
My favorite preacher is Bishop Jakes.
Really? Okay. We're gonna have to tag Bishop Jakes in this so you can see it. I love it. So have you ever been to the Father's house before?
Yes, sir.
No. So what is your favorite thing to do? Preach or sing?
I like to do both equally, but I mostly sing a lot because like when I'm around the house I sing, but then as I'm singing I'll go into like this praise break and start preaching.
Okay. So you close at the end?
Yes.
Let me hear a quick hoop right quick. Let me hear you right quick.
Okay.
Let me hear your best hoop.
Okay.
Is there anybody in here? Go ahead, let me hear you.
Is there anybody in here?
Yeah.
That know that God is able? Can you touch your neighbor and say neighbor, say neighbor? No, he's alright.
I love it. So what about you made you want to preach?
So my parents are pastors, and I really wanted to follow into my parents' footsteps.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, when I was still in the hospital, a pastor prophesied on me that I would be preaching at the age of 7. So I started preaching at the age of 7, and my parents are my biggest motivation. They help me get through whatever I'm going through, and they just let me know that everything will be all right.
And you know that you are so amazing. Listen, how is it fitted in with the other kids that's your age?
Yeah, so a lot of people, they don't get like my personality and stuff like that.
What kind of personality do you have?
I have it's a funny personality, but it's also like a serious personality.
I love it.
So I don't do a lot of things that the other kids would do.
Yeah.
They would ask me like, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? And I'll just tell them that I'm not like you. I have my own personality and I do what I do. So I don't tell a lot of people that I preach and I sing because some people they're like really mean and stuff like that. So like they don't get what I'm going through and they don't get like what I have to do and stuff like that.
I love it. So what is your inspiration to keep on going?
My inspiration
to preach, to sing. What's your inspiration?
My inspiration to keep on going is when I just look at my parents when they preach and when they're up on that stage. My inspiration is I just want to keep the legacy going and follow into their footsteps.
I love it. What's your favorite hymn? I know you like him. You gotta like hymns. All preachers love hymns. What's your favorite hymn?
Can't nobody do me like Jesus.
I love it. How does it go?
Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody, do me like Jesus. He's my friend.
I'm a PK too, so I know all the old hymns and So how is it preaching now at your age, right? With kids that don't understand that you're a preacher, that you've been called to preach. How is it preaching at your age? What kind of sermons do you prepare?
I prepare my sermons, and basically I start, fasting and everything, like I said earlier. What prepares me for my sermons is I preach on what I go through, and I preach on how, what I went through and what I did to come out of that stuff. So I preach and I let them know to let your light shine and everything. So
What is your biggest gratification? Does any kids your age come to you and say, hey man, I want to be just like you, or I want to follow in your footsteps?
Yes, when I go perform somewhere,
Yeah.
Kids would come up and tell me that they want to be just like me, and they love what I do, and they tell me that I do a great job.
So how does that make you feel, being young, you know?
It makes me feel great to see people like look up to me.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like really good,
I
actually.
love it. I love it. So having a big following, you know, having people always pulling on you. I want you to preach. I want you to sing. How do you keep yourself humble in the midst of everything that God is doing for you?
Well, basically, how I keep myself humble is I don't let anybody know, or I don't show anybody what I have and what I have going on. Sometimes people will like tell me, well, aren't you this and aren't you that? And I'll just stay humble. Like usually when I go into a store sometimes and I'll be singing in the store, they'll be like, oh, you can sing very, very great, but I never tell them that I have an EP out, and then later on they'll be like, oh, you need to be on this and you need to be on that. Then I'll tell them that I just went to like Friday. Somebody had said, you need to be on The Voice, and I was like, yes. And my dad was like, well, he just got nominated for the Stellar Awards, and then I was like, he was like, then why you didn't tell me?
Right.
And then he was like, what song are you gonna do? And I was like, I'm gonna do a song off my album, my EP. And he was like, well, why aren't you telling me this stuff? And I was like, I would just want to say humble. There's no need.
Because, and this is what I've learned too, because I was a young preacher as well, preaching revivals all over the 757. And one thing I learned was that when you begin to tell people what God does for you, or how God is using you, the first thing people that don't understand why you do what you do will say you're bragging or you're just trying to show off. So sometimes I understand, I can relate. Sometimes it's like, I'm gonna just keep it to myself. If you find out, you find out. If you don't, it is what it is. So what is your greatest joy? Is it preaching or is it singing?
I like to do both.
Okay.
I really love both. I really love both.
So then do you sing every time you preach?
Yes.
Okay.
I sing before I preach like what I'm saying, like opening up and everything. I'll sing a song, and then I'll go with the rest of my sermon. And then sometimes I'll sing a song after I do the sermon.
What song do you sing most times before you preach?
Better Days.
Okay, I love it. So what's for the future? What plans do you have for the future?
The plans I want to have for the future is I want to be an anesthesiologist.
Really?
And I want to be a bishop of a mega church.
Okay. So you see yourself pursuing the calling that God has on your life?
Yes.
I love it. So let me ask you this last question. I want to say thank you so much for being a special guest on The Kid's Perspective. You're amazing. I just want to let you know that. But what would you tell some other young child, some kid that says, listen, I believe that God has a call in my life. I want to preach, I want to sing. I just don't know what to do and I'm scared. What kind of wisdom would you share with them?
I encourage you to do what God has told you to do. Don't like throw in the towel, don't quit. God has called you for a purpose and you were made to shine. Let your light shine before others and you will be great, you will be awesome. You are wonderful, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God has made you for a purpose, so use that and do what you want to do and do what God has called you to do and be. Follow me at official Antonio Tucker on Facebook and Instagram. And make sure you go vote at the Stellar Awards. I am nominated for the Stellar Awards for their youth project. My category is 24. Make sure you go to thestellarawards.com and vote for me.